Aloha, I'm Kajira Djoumahna. Thank you for joining me for Level 2, Part 1 of my Black Sheep belly dance format for American Tribal Style belly dance. This material is meant to follow your understanding of my Level 1 and IAMED DVDs. All material presented in this DVD is previously unrecorded. I will not teach you how the symbols fit the steps, as this is Level 2. Your learning will be accelerated if you have your 3/4 shimmy full time and can perform belly rolls, which were taught in the Level 1 DVD. In this DVD, you will find the first half of my Level 2 format, minus class time to practice leading. For now, you will have to do that with your friends on your own. I also have not introduced new finger symbol patterns due to the time constraints of this film, as I normally would have in this level. For the purposes of these DVDs, when I break down the movements, you'll see me in what is traditionally the following position for ATS. The leader would normally be the person furthest in front, because that's the person everybody can see the best. Please be sure to warm yourself up thoroughly before you begin. Why not put me on pause? Come back when you're warm. Let's start with our class pranam, or prayer, from Level 1 to center ourselves and prepare for learning. The first movement I want to show you will be used in the chorus only. So my assistants from Black Sheep Belly Dance and I have formed a chorus. This is a horizontal hip figure 8. Unlike Taksim or Maya, which were vertical, this one is horizontal to the floor. We start with our wrists attached to the hips. We don't have them floating out in space. And we're going to use this rhythmically. It can be in a 4 or 8 count. Bend the knees, check in with your posture, make sure your lower back is released and your chest is lifted. Your shoulders are back and down. Chest is up, chin is up, smiling and breathing. Don't forget that last part. Okay, we're gonna start with the right hip on a count of 4, 2, 3, 4. Flip the hands, 3, 4. Flip on 1, that hand turn, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, etc. This move we call Black Widow, named after the pattern on the floor that our feet make. Is similar to the hourglass shape on the Black Widow spider, so we thought that was a fun name. It's technically a style of box step. So you're going to picture yourself standing inside a square. The first thing that you're going to do is hit this corner, your right front diagonal, or 2 o'clock. You're then going to come back, hit this back corner, take a step with your right foot, the feet alternate the whole time, and another step with the left. So you're stepping right, left, right, left, and that continues. With that foot pattern, you're going to add your 3/4 shimmy on a diagonal at halftime from the Level 1 DVD. So let's do that. Here we go. Dun, dun, dun. In fact, we have to be in the 3/4 shimmy at halftime before we can cue into Black Widow. The cue for Black Widow is a vocal cue, and it sounds like a little Pomeranian. It's yip, or something like a small dog, okay. Or it can be a or The individual dancer who uses the vocal cue will all sound different. The one thing that we need to make sure we do though is keep it short, so no long zaggareets or any noise that hopefully your crowd might be making for you. All right, and the cue should only be one count, like on a 1. That way people have time to prepare to do the turn. So you're in your 3/4 shimmy at halftime. And right now you know that I could cue, and in fact will. Yep, that's the cue. Arms go up immediately as you turn to the back. Do your left hip, do your right hip. Arms come down for the front. So they're down to the front and they're up at the back. 2, 3. I hope you like my little vocal cues. Okay. Now, we also use this in a circle and as a duet passing by. First, we'll show you the circle thing so you can practice with your friends in the circle. The first thing you'll want to do is move your formation into a circle somehow using any move that you like from your level 1. How about hip bump for this one time here? Just going to bring the ladies into a circle. They don't know that, so here they are. I'm waiting for them. This is what you'll do at home with your friends. Cue. Yep. And this moves to the right, as you can see. And if you have no one to practice with, you can imagine that you do and just travel in a circle. Okay, now I'd like to show you the duet pass-by. And now Teresa and I will demonstrate the duet pass-by option for our Black Widow. This would be used only when 2 people are out on stage. We'll be facing each other first. So no matter what moves you were doing, first you're going to have to get into some move that turns you towards your partner. Yep. Big step on count 1. Little steps on everything else. Big count 1. This is 2. Here's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Look over your shoulder. Big on 1. Looking over your shoulder on 4. Big step on 1. And one more time. It's so fun. I can't help but grin when I do this. Next, I'd like to teach you the down, down, up, up. Another move that was inspired by a gypsy caravan and my friend Paulette up in Oregon. I would like to add at this time that most of my format is based on the traditions of Carolina and Fat Chance belly dance, but I have added a lot from Oriental dance, and especially the Jamila Salampur format, which is the parent format of ATS. All right, down, down, up, up. First, you're gonna go down, down, and then up, up on the balls of the feet. So the first 2 moves are flat-footed. The second 2 moves are on the ball. Let's Lori and I demo first, then I'll break it down better. And there's 1 hip bump per footstep. Up, 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 up. The hips are up, that is. Feet, however, are down, down, up, up, and that's how it gets its name. This turns in quarters, cross quarters, either direction, very simply. One thing that you can also do with the down, down, up, up is add a shimmy overlay. We'll do that now as we turn. Down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up. This movement is called camel. It's straight from the Fat Chance belly dance format. I have not altered it at all. Watch Megan and I as we demonstrate. It's very simple, as you can see, and kind of modern dancing. The first thing that's going to happen is we will rise to the balls of our feet with the left arm up, right arm down. The palm of the left hand faces away from the body and the palm of the right faces the body. Then we will bring our right foot down flat, switch the arms, and extend the left foot. I do want to address what the head does as well. Here, we're looking towards 2 o'clock, and here, approximately 10. Remember your clock faces from level 1 DVD. You can finish the move with any slow move you like. We will demonstrate coming in and out of different slow moves. Follow along at home. The next movement I'd like to show you is Dawn's camel variation. Dawn is an old member of Black Sheep Belly Dance, and she came up with this lovely variation, so we named it after her. Megan and I will demo. So as you see, this one has a 3-step turn and a small layback to finish. Otherwise, it starts exactly the same as the Fat Chance camel. Up, down, just as before. Now we're going to step onto the free left leg and do a 3-step turn that goes left, right, left. Left, right, left. The next 2 moves I'm showing you are both variations on a camel that I borrowed from Oriental dance to put into tribal. They're lower body moves. The first one looks like this. It's sort of a little circle with the pelvis. It moves forward easiest. Let's start back where we were. The first thing that happens besides your dance posture is you're going to bend your knees an awful lot just to get ready for the first thing, which is a huge stomach contraction. Pull in as much as you can and put your right foot on the ball in preparation. As you roll your weight onto the right foot and it comes down flat, you're going to let your stomach come out with that move, with that step. So you're going to contract greatly, putting the left foot on the ball, rolling out. Right, left, right, left, right, left, like so. It's named after riding camels, which I hear are pretty rough critters. Alrighty, this next move is called Najla's up and down camel variation. Najla from the IAMED DVDs came up with this one. So we're going to start the same, contracting with the stomach and putting the right leg on the ball of the foot, rolling forward to a flat foot, and then rolling back to the starting position. Let's try that. Down, back up. Prepare to lift the left leg now. Down and up. Down and up. Down and up. Down and up. We mostly just use both of these exiting the chorus. They look great when you're balancing items on your head, such as scimitars or baskets. You can use this in a quarter turn as well, though it doesn't happen as often. This movement is called 1-1. I've taken it straight from Fat Chance and modified it for use on both sides of the body, like we like to do for Black Sheep Belly Dance. All right, so we start in the hug-a-big tree position and angle slightly to the front. We're going to bend the knees a lot, and we're going to do one little hip bump to the front and a drop like a smile face, and then a little hip bump at the back, something like this. 1, 1, 1, 1, just one hip bump. The arms sort of frame the movement. Forearms are lower than the elbows. Okay, we turn this in half turns on the diagonal. So the first thing we'll do is head for approximately 2 o'clock and then opposite that at 8 o'clock. Let's try it. I'd like to explain to you when I'm turning and exactly what my feet are doing. So when I step forward and back, this leg is supporting, it is stable on the floor. The only thing moving is the leg towards you or towards your audience. When I want to cue Diana into the half turn, I'm going to turn my body 1/4 turn to the side, like this. So it's just a little pivot. 1, 1, this is the cue. And now when the foot comes back on the second count of this step, we're going to use that to pick up our stable leg planted in the new direction. So it's when your foot and hip are behind that we turn. So this is forward, back, cue, turn, cue, pivot, cue, turn, and turn. This keeps going just like the Egyptian half turn or the Turkish half turn, any of those things until the leader does a new movement. We of course do it on the other side as well. Diana will lead this one. Yay. Next, we have a variation. This was added by some of my students called Rock Rose Tribal Belly Dance up in Northern California, way on the coast. We loved it so much, we've kept it. This one, the cue for, well, let me demonstrate first with Diana, and then I'll explain that cue, okay? First, we're gonna start in 1-1. Great. So you see that the cue is I'm going to bring the forearms up. They were here for the original 1-1. You just bring them on up. That tells you that you're going to paddle turn. So here we go, starting in 1-1, just as before. When you see the cue, you know that you're going to paddle, paddle. So it's a different type of turn than before. You stop your paddle with 1-1-1 to the front. Paddle, paddle, 1-1. Paddle, paddle, 1-1. Of course we can do this with the other hip and the other stage orientation. Diana will lead for that purpose. There we go. Thanks, Diana. This next movement I'm going to show you is called Arabic 3 from the Salampur format, or Arabic with a twist from the Fat Chance Belly Dance format. It's a 4-count Arabic, and it's not symmetrical like the one that you learned previously. Okay, this one you have to switch feet from one side to the other. Asymmetrical Arabic. We first have to get into regular Arabic before we can cue into Arabic with a twist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is the cue for Arabic with a twist after you're in regular Arabic. 1, 2, 3, 4. You see that? So I'm put my weight on the front foot, back foot, twist backwards. My feet are on the ball during that pivot, by the way, and then forward. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, back and forth. 1, 2, back and forth. Don't forget the chest lift on count 3. It's an important part of the Arabic and what makes Arabic Arabic. So lift here, relax, lift, relax. Lift, relax, lift, relax, lift, relax, lift, relax. This one happens in, when we turn it in half turns, side to side, not on the diagonal. Now we'll perform it on the other side with Lori leading. Like all of the other half turns, it keeps going until the leader chooses a new move. On Turkish and Arabic, and many steps that we do, you can add a 3/4 shimmy overlay. I'd like to teach you how that might happen right now with Turkish step. First, you'll get going in Turkish. Remember this one from level 1? Forward, center, back, center, that one there. We're going to add our 3/4 shimmy. So that means each step is going to get an up, down, up movement added on top. This is why before you progress to level 2, you need to have your 3/4 shimmy up to speed full time. See, I'm going up, down, up, 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 down, up, up, down, up, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, and up, down, up. We'll demonstrate full time again. Alrighty, so now we'll perform the Turkish facing away from you so you can follow easier at home. On Arabic, you can also shimmy overlay. Lori will lead us into that. First comes the cue, and for each footstep, we're doing one of the 3/4 movements. I'm going to slow mine way down. So when I put my weight on the front foot, my hip's going up, down, up. When I put it on the back and release my chest, the back leg is going to go up, down, up, that hip. Front, back, front, back, front, back, front, back. Now, at a more comfortable full speed, and Lori will also take us into the Arabic with a twist, or Arabic 3, that you just learned previously. On that one, let me add that you only do the 3/4 shimmy for the first 2 counts of that 4-count move. Thanks, Lori. So shimmy, shimmy, no shimmy, 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 no shimmy. All right, this next move we call Axl Rose, named after that guy who's disappeared from Guns N' Roses. You might remember him if you're old enough. He used to do something kind of like that with the mic. Well, it inspired me way back when, added in. It's also might be called simply a side-to-side undulation in traditional belly dance. This is modified for tribal style. So one of the things we do is we have the hands up very close so that we don't confuse this undulation with some of the other similar looking moves that we may have. Stephanie and I will show you transitioning out of move, say Taksim. We use this slow, not fast and frantic like old Axl might have. Here we go. The best way for me to describe it would be first to turn around so you can follow a little bit easier, and I would say arms are up and I'm going to bring my shoulder to my right, followed by my hip. At that time, I'm going to be moving to the left. If you were standing in a door frame, you would be trying to get your shoulder, rib cage, and hip against the door and then against the other side with the other side of your body. In this move, we do raise the heels of our feet. Remember, the hands stay up with the backs of the wrists fairly close together. Now that you've learned a few moves, both fast and slow, from level 2, you can follow members of Black Sheep Belly Dance through both a slow and fast transition practice. After that, come back and we'll continue. this next movement is a combination. If you have the IAMED DVDs, you've already learned the combination without the pass-through. This is new, previously unrecorded. We call it the Arabic grandmother because it's quite an old ordeal. Okay, here we go. It has 8 counts to the side, starting to the right, 8 counts to the left, 4 counts to the right, 4 counts to the left. Front row, meaning me, flips. We repeat 4 counts right, 4 counts left. I'm going to say all that as we do it. And then we start passing by each other using that same star formation that you learned from your IAMED DVD. Don't worry, if you don't have it, I will break this down. So, we're going to start moving to the right with a 4 count Arabic. It's slow and the feet go flat, ball, 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 flat, ball, ball, prepare. Then you switch feet going flat. And again, I'll say that as we move. Getting into your dance posture, checking it all out, making sure you're all fine. Here we go. Flat, ball, ball, ball. Flat, ball, ball. Bring both arms up. You're on the balls of both feet. This is prepare. This arm comes down and you come down now with your left foot flat. Flat, ball, ball, ball. 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, right arms come down and you pass your partner's back. 1, 2, 3, prepare. Passing their front now. 1, 2, 3, prepare. 1, 2, 3, prepare. 1, 2, 3, prepare. This time I'm going to say which arms you use, and you always pass through twice. Right, 3, 4, left, 2, 3, 4, right, 2, 3, 4, left, 2, 3, 4. At the very end, the front row walks back using Arabic, the back row moves forward, and you have a whole new row of leaders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. On count 8, the back row flips to the front towards their right shoulders. And we follow the new leader. Now, Diana and I will perform the Arabic grandmother facing away from the camera. Perhaps it'll be a little easier for you to follow. This time, Diana's going to be in the front row. I'm in the back row. So if you're following me, you won't turn like you may have before if you were following me. I suggest you play this back several times. Follow Diana part of the time so you can learn what the front row does, and follow me again a few times so you know what the back row does. And then this way it'll work with your friends when you put it all together to practice at home. All right, take it away, Diana. Well, again, oh, sorry, honey. We are going to go 8, 8, 4, 4. She's gonna flip again. Go 4, 4. We all do the same thing. Just remember that the front row flips, that's all. During the pass by too, let's break down those arms for them first and the direction, standing in place without passing through. That sounds like a good idea. All right, so we're just gonna mark these spots for you so you know where you're gonna turn. Let's just point. This is the first direction that you're all gonna go. The next is gonna be here, then here, and then here. That's if you're following me. Let me do it again. Front, side, back, side. If you're following Diana, once she has turned, why don't you turn and face me, honey? We're gonna look like this. You're gonna 8, 8, 4, 4, and front first, or to the back. As I said before, this direction, to the mirror, and to this corner, to you, to the mirror, towards Diana, and then towards the corner. I hope that will help you during this pass by. Now, don't forget to rewind and play back as many times as you need. Diana's going to lead us through the whole thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. To the left now. And to the right for 4. Left for 4. Right for 4, and smile at your partner when you see her. Now, right arms come down, backs cross to your partner. When the left arm comes down, your front will cross by your partner. Right arm down, it's the backs. And left arm down, it's your front. That will make it easy for you to remember. Right and left and right and left. Now here's our finish. 5, 6, 7, turn. This move is called corkscrew. Of course, we do that both ways, being black sheep. We're going to face the mirror now, so you can follow us from the back, and I'll break it down. First, you're going to remember to turn away from the arm that comes down first. This way you don't have to remember rights or lefts. Megan will lead us using her right arm first, coming down, just as I did while I was facing you a moment ago. This means that you could prepare your feet for the pivot anytime. Megan, I'm going to talk about feet for a second. Rest your arms. Okay, focus on my feet for a moment. If my right arm came down first, like it will during our first practice, we're going to cross the right leg over the left. During the turn, we're going to rise to the balls of both feet and pivot. We're going to plant the left down. When we end, slide the right to meet it. This does not have any layback or lean to it. It's right upright, just a little bend in the leg, foot on the ball. Okay, so one more time for just the feet. It's going to cross, rise, pivot, come flat, slide around to meet it. If we go the other way, I would do it opposite. Let me show you what I mean. Practice and pretend you just put down your left arm first, so you're going to turn to your right shoulder. Left leg in front of the right, rising to the balls of the feet, turning. This time it's the right foot that plants you and stops in place, and the left comes around to meet the right. Remember to remain upright for this. There's no lay back. One more time in this direction as well. Cross, pivot, come flat, come around and meet. All right, now I'm going to follow Megan. She's going to start with the right arm, so we'll be crossing our leg this time. Well, that way. Anytime you're comfortable, you can set up your legs. We end this with a belly roll or flutter, whichever is your personal best move. I'm going to break down a little bit more what we just did. One arm comes down, you add a wrist rotation, or 2. This will go by feel of the music, so listen to your music and let it tell you what to do. But there won't be more than 2 floreos. 1, 2. You can do 1 or 2 up here. And again, sometimes you might be waiting for a swirly sound in the melody that you want to try to match your turn to, so you could amend your floreos for more or less if you're waiting for a certain noise to try to turn with. Both arms come down. This is the cue for the corkscrew. On the next Level 2 DVD, you'll learn another turn that has the same setup, but this is the difference here between these moves. This is corkscrew. Then the arms both come back up. This is when you start to turn. They're going to cross like this as you're turning. When you get back to where you started, you're going to overshoot that a little, so you're then on a diagonal, and the arms come out like this. You'll notice that the back arms are parallel to the floor and in a right angle, 90 degrees. This one has the palm facing forward, likened to speak or to call from circle step gesture. The elbow is bent towards the floor. Lastly, we do add belly work, don't forget. You learned that from Level 1, either direction, whichever way you like, or a flutter, whatever is your favorite. Stomach work to show off. The next movement I'm going to show you is a variation on our basic Egyptian. You learned that with the front to back side turn and a full turn in your level 1 DVD. And they're also on the IMED DVDs. On that one, you also learned a side-to-side Egyptian turn. On this one, we'll show you our quarter turn that follows our pestle rule. We're going to cut the Egyptian in half for that. We'll also show you a variation we call button flower. All right, first, the quarter turns. Let Therese and I demo for you, and then we'll face the mirror for the breakdown. Did you notice how we just did half a step to each quarter? Now we'll face the mirror and you can follow along. Now we're going to do it facing this direction so you can follow. We'll get our arms up and everything prepared. Teresa's going to lead this. She's going to do at least 2 in place before she starts turning. And one thing to remember, you always complete the first half of the move before you use the pestle rule to cut it in half. That pertains to turning to the right, as you remember from the level 1 DVD. All righty, take it away, Therese. 1, 2, 3, 4, that's your count. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right side, left side. Right hip, left hip. Right hip, and we're out. Next, we'll show you our variation called button flower. This is great for entrances where you have 2 lines coming in if you talk about it ahead of time. And the other way we use this frequently is in a circle. Looks really fun, especially when you're wearing big skirts because they fly out and then they fly back in, and that's how come I ended up calling it a bud and flower. You get kind of small, and then you fly out and everything gets big, like you've blossomed. Oh, that's in my imagination anyway. So, first thing you gotta do to do the bud and flower is get your friends facing one another. So for this purpose right now, I'm going to use the Egyptian half turn, and then I'll wait for Therese to face me. That's one way you can get your friends into a circle. You can have an unlimited amount of people doing this too, by the way. Here we go. So you'll remember this half turn cue from your level 1 DVD. I'm going to hold it and wait for Therese. There we go. And we're going to start moving to our right in a circle. When you hear the little dog yip, that means we're going to start turning. Remember that little sound that I make before? Yip, and turn, and in and out. Right hip, left hip. Right hip, left hip. Ball and flat. Hip, left hip. Right hip, left hip. Coming on out using a hip bump. I'd like you to take a look at my feet while I do the bud and flower. So first, I'm going to face away and pretend that I've got friends with me in a circle. So pretend, you gotta have a little bit of active imagination here in tribal. So we're gonna start count 1 in the circle. Pretend I've already given the vocal cue, the little hit or yip sound. This is count 1. Count 2 faces out of the circle. Count 3 faces out of the circle. Count 4 will bring you back in. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1 and 4 face in, and 2 and 3 face out. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've actually cut the Egyptian into 4 pieces for the bud and flower. Join Lori and I while we do our shoulder shimmies. These are 3/4 timed movement. I learned this from Carolina from Fat Chance. I think it's quite unique, so I love it a lot, and I've kept it for Black Sheep. We will face away while I teach it to you. The first thing that happens is you get to let the elbows drop a little from your hug a big tree. Remember, you're normally like this. For this one, we can relax slightly, otherwise it's pretty difficult to do the movement. The shoulder is going to get raised up and placed forward. I'm thinking of my right shoulder only. My left is going to automatically do the opposite thing, so I don't like to think about it at all. Let's just get the basic shape before we add our 3/4 shimmy. So it's forward, lift up, set down in the back, okay? I'm gonna then lift it up, put it down in the front. So there's quite a bit of work going on here. You're lifting up and placing them down, either forward and then back. Remember, the other shoulder just goes opposite. I'm only thinking of the right shoulder. Now that you have the basic movement, we're going to add a 3/4 shimmy on top of it. So we're going to lift up and go forward, back, forward. Lift up and go back, forward, back. Lift up as forward, back, forward, back, forward, back. Forward, back, forward, back, forward, back. Forward, back, forward, back, forward, back. Full time. This movement in the shoulders and all the work we do minimizes the bust shimmy. For tribal, we like that, although there's certainly a legitimate shimmy that does utilize the rib cage and the bust. This is just a different kind. We do also usually present this at an angle because it's just better looking that way. We can also add a hip drop to it. We do that in either 4 or 8 counts. We'll demonstrate doing 4 counts of shoulder shimmy and then 4 hip drops on our left hip. Of course, we'll then do it same thing on the right. When I do the shoulder part of the shoulder shimmy hip drop combo, I put my weight forward onto my flat right foot, and so I'm a little bit forward, but we don't lean forward at all. I'm remaining upright. I'm just putting my weight on the front foot. And we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm going to place the weight more back here, and we're going to drop the arms in a count of 2. 1, 2, and raise them in a count of 2, so you have a total of 4. Let's do that without me talking so much. It'll be a little easier for you. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's nice to look and guide the audience a bit with your eyes to direct them to look at your hip as an oriental dance. Of course, we can do that the other way. Let's just orient slightly like this. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Let's try 8 counts this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like so. It takes quite a bit of practice, but you'll get used to it. I suggest you only practice for up to about 5 minutes at a time, then take a little break, stretch out your shoulders and neck, do something else for a while, and come back to it. Have fun. This next move is called 3-3-7. That's named for the specific finger symbol pattern that we use while performing it. This movement is usually performed while pivoting, and it starts to the front always. Black Sheep Belly Dance, of course, uses it on both hips. We'll start to the front, and I'll use my left side in this case. Then we'll face the mirror with Megan, and we'll do it on the right. All right, we'll start first with the left hip. The arms are in hug-a-big tree position with the forearms slightly dropped to, again, frame the hip. It's a hip movement. The movement goes with the left foot, in this case, up on the ball. You're going to press up so the hip comes up and forward, kind of like an Egyptian. Let it come down. You're going to do that one more time. Up. Now you're going to do 4 little drops, moving back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Notice my gaze and my chin follows the hip. My chest also, I rotate with that hip. So I'm going up, up, drop, 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 drop. Up, up, drop, 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 drop. The simple pattern is really, just remember you're going to play 3 sounds, and an alternating group of 7, like this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's what we're playing. It's part of the fun of this, and it'll force everybody in your group to play a different pattern for a change. Here we go, when we will turn with it this time. And then up, and then up, drop it, drop it, drop and drop. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now we'll do it all on the right hip, facing away from the camera. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The next thing that we're going to show you is called the Fiona variation for 3-3-7. Fiona is a student of mine from Singapore. She came over for some private lessons and had deduced that the 3-3-7 pivoted backwards. Well, it didn't, but I loved the variation so much I kept it and named it after her. So this is the Fiona variation for 3-3-7. First, we'll do it towards the camera on the right hip, then we'll face away and do it on the left, okay? So we're gonna pivot backwards. That's the only change that happens. Everything else exactly the same. And then up, and then up. 4 little drops now. Facing away on the other side, the left side in this direction. Like so. This movement is called Dawn's body wave variation. This body wave will perform straight to the camera or square to the audience, as we say, because we want to show off our snake arms. Black Sheep was trying to figure out a way to add snake arms into the use for ATS. So we decided, let's add it with the body wave. Dawn thought of that. So thank you, Dawn. So what we're going to do, well, how about we demo to the camera and then we face away and I'll tell you what to do then. All right. This looks really good when you're balancing stuff on your head, and it's a lot of fun. We don't do too many all at once, maybe 4. But it's a lovely way to work in some classic arms to your tribal presentation. Facing away now, I'll break that down a little bit better. Alrighty, when I move forward, the body wave, by the way, refer to level 1 or your IMED DVD for the breakdown on that. When we are coming forward with the body wave, the right arm lifts. We do lead with the elbow. That's an important thing, especially in tribal style. Okay, so when you're coming forward, the right arm. When you come back, the left elbow lifts. I do transfer weight from the front foot, or the right in this case, to the left or the back foot. Forward and back. Forward and back. Forward and back. There you go, that's all there is to it. This movement is called Spanish Walk, another inspired by my friend Paulette and changed a bit for Black Sheep. It's basically an Arabic step, the way that we do it. Let's turn away from you, and I'll demonstrate it this way with a bit of a breakdown. We do rise to the balls of both feet. And we are going to cross the right foot over the left to start. You're going to do a couple of chest lifts. 1, 2. And then you're going to switch. My feet are going forward, back, forward. Forward, back, forward. Forward, back, forward. Forward, back, forward. So the weight does shift from the front to back foot on every part of the step. That's when the rib cage gets lifted, is when your weight is on the front foot. Now that you know that, let's try that again. Lift and lift, 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 lift and lift. It's nice too, if you really kick up that knee, if you're wearing a skirt, it'll pop the skirt way up and make it look even more Spanishy. This movement you may be familiar with from the IAMED series DVDs, but in that one I only showed you one possible combination. These three that I'm going to show you now are previously unrecorded. The movement itself is called the Moroccan hip hop, another inspired from Paulette, who calls it Moroccan hip hop. Since I took it and changed it, and it was also inspired by a movement I knew from Oriental dance called teapot. I called it Mo''Rockin', so that it distinguishes my from Paulette's. The basic step I'll break down facing the mirror. Stephanie and I will just demonstrate for a moment facing front. Remember this one from your IAMED DVD? It's basically 3 steps with a little up. With each step, you have a half circle happening with your pelvis. So when I step out to the right, I'm going to have a half circle as I shift the weight to that foot. A half circle coming back on the left, right, left, up. So you have 3 half circles, 2 to the front, 1 to the back in the middle there. Forward, back, forward, up. The hands frame the belly. This is your power center, your hara, your power chakra. We don't want to be afraid of it. We're belly dancers. Let's celebrate this thing. We're going to frame it and be proud. When we lift up our foot, we're going to serve the audience a bit of our power. You're just going to have a little, and we're going to take it back. Okay? So we don't give it all away, but we can share. 1, 2, 3, up. 1, 2, 3, up. 1, 2, 3. I like to look in the direction that I serve, like so. So for the variations, we're going to face away from you, and there will be 3. Check my mark. Okay. The first one is just in place. Well, you've learned that. Let's repeat it to this direction. 1, 2, 3, up. 1, 2, 3, up. There's more. You can do just third turns. To do those, there would be the triangle shape, just like on your torso twists. Or circle step, actually. That would be even a closer one. We're going to put our arms behind us like so. The first direction will be here, and then there. We're going to do both halves of the movement in each place. We have to do both in front twice before we can turn for the third turns. So there's no vocal cue like the one on your IAMED DVD. That was a big, long, complicated one. This one's just simple. This way for 4, to the left for 4, repeat. Right for 4, left for 4, and then you turn to your first direction. You do both sides in place, 8 counts, 8 counts, and 8 counts back to the front. Stephanie will lead on this, and we'll take it away. Right, left, right, up. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. First corner. 6, 7, 8. Second corner now. 5, 6, 7, 8. Back to the front. That's the first variation you can do. Now we'll do the quarter turn variation for the Moroccan hip hop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is where it differs. You only do 8, and then you start turning. Remember, for the third turn variation, we did 16, 2 counts of 8 to the front. That's the first thing that changes. Next, you'll find that we're going to turn to our cross corners. No diagonals, no triangles. Okay. Again, from the top, just the back and forth, the first 8. Thank you, Stephanie. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Stepping right, left, up, left, right up, right, left's up, left, right's up. Keep going one more time. This follows our pestle rule, where the movement is cut in half. 1 count of 4 only in each direction. This next move is a slow move, a rhythmic. Teresa and I will demo it for you first. We call it the crescent moon. It's really a combination of 2 moves, Taksim and the crescent moon itself. After the demonstration, I'll face the mirror so that you can see better. This step is presented at an angle, turns diagonally to the room, not on cross quarters. Let's face away while I break it down. The arms start in hug a big tree position. As you noticed as we began, we'll first slide the right foot across the left. Keep your toe in contact with the floor. I don't want to see you pick up your foot. You're going to slide as if you need to go to the bathroom really bad, all right? It's that sort of feeling. Very tight and across. Chest is lifted as usual. We're now going to turn our hip and body to where the right foot now is and place our weight onto that. When we move to the other side, we're going to do a half circle and place our weight to the left leg. Now bring in the free right leg, do a taksim with the unweighted leg, the right, down, out, up, down, out, up. Stop and repeat, sliding that foot across, putting your weight on the right hip, half circle forward to transfer weight to the left. Sliding in your right foot now, you're ready for the taksim. Right side, then left. Try it with us while I don't talk. And of course, we'll go the other way. This time, you'll be sliding your left toes across, placing your weight to your left side, forward crescent. Weights here, bring in the free leg, taksim first with the left down, because that's the unweighted leg. Sliding across, that'll get you on the proper diagonal. Place your weight, transfer weight to the stable leg, bring in the free leg, taksim with the free side first. That way you don't have to remember rights or lefts. Again, without talking. This movement we call the Wheel of Life. That's named after the mudra that we end in. It's the translation in English from the Hindi word. Why don't you watch us demonstrate first? One more time. Facing away for the explanation, we begin with the right arm down, palm facing away from the body. Left arm is up, palm also facing away. This is at an angle. We place the right foot behind and we'll pivot on the balls of our feet. Let's do just the feet first. You'll find that the right foot ends up in front, even though it started behind. Once you've pivoted, the feet change positions. Try that again, just the feet. There we go. Depending on your footing, you may need to give an extra oomph to get all the way around. Now, we're here. The rib cage is slid to the right as much as possible, so the body's at a slight angle. What we're listening for is a cue in the music for the next strong beat. That's when we're going to flip our hands, which is the cue to start the turn. We'll pretend. When we get back in place, the rib cage is slid as far to the right as possible, and the mudra ends up underneath the left breast. Make sure that your fingers are fully extended during this mudra. We don't want anything curled down that blocks your energy. It's index finger to thumb. Right hand is always on top. What happens during the turn itself is the arms simply change position from here by crossing like this and then ending up in the desired ending pose. Now, let's practice without me talking. The next movement I'll teach you is called reach and sit. It explains pretty well what is happening there, and I'll explain it more when we turn around. But first, Lori and I will demonstrate the movement. And the other way. It's only a 2-count step. I'll face away while I break it down. Arms begin and hug a big tree, but the forearms are lowered in order to frame your hip. Something like this. Your chest is at a slight diagonal to your hip facing forward, while the hip is facing towards 2 o'clock if you're using your left. The left foot then goes on the ball, and you're going to press the hip up and across your body forward. Then release into a sitting position. Make sure that your foot doesn't kick up in the air. Keep it on the floor. Reach, sit. The hands do a little turn, almost like you're turning a faucet in response to that hip movement. Yes, you do play your cymbals and do this wrist turn at the same time. Notice the turn is only in the wrists and the forearms. Doesn't affect the shoulders or upper arm at all. In order to pivot, we just step slightly ahead and press against the floor, bringing that hip up. The heel of my stable leg picks up to enable me to turn just like a hip bump. Now let's try it on the other side. The count. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. This one we call Arabic with arm swoops. Lori and I will demonstrate for you first. And we turn when I cue. Now I'll turn around so you can follow us from the back while I explain the move. First, you need to cue into Arabic in order to do Arabic with arm swoops. Let's do that part together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The next thing that happens is I'm going to angle my body sharply towards 10 o'clock. At the same time, I'm going to bring down my right arm, all on count 1, very fast and quick. The palm is going to go right down the center line of the body, facing the ground quickly, just on 1 count. So here we go, 10 o'clock. Now you have 3 counts to come back to center. Let's do just that part. Pretend we've already cued into Arabic. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we'll repeat with the left arm coming down, and we're going to angle our bodies towards 2 o'clock. 1, 2, 3, 4. This movement is very textured between a quick and smooth transition. The count of 1 is very fast and sharp, percussive. The other 3 counts are smooth and flowing. Let's try it without me talking. Fully from the cue. Always raise your arm, elbow leading. We have 2 different cues to turn. That depends on which side the leader is in respect to the followers. We're going to now face away from you towards the mirror for the breakdown and explanation of the counts of the move with the cue. Lori will cue me over her left shoulder this time. This has a different count than the cue would be over the right. Watch and I'll explain both ways. Pretend we've already cued and we're in Arabic. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cue, 2, 3, 4. Repeat, 2, 3, 4. Now 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's only 1 turn per cue. Now we'll do it from the right shoulder cue. I will be cueing Lori this time. The count you'll notice is different here. Cue, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, both sides will start with the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cue, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now with the cue over the right shoulder. Cue, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. This next move is Turkish with arm swoops. You noticed already that Arabic with arm swoops, the first part always comes down the center of the body and the arms raise up the outside. Turkish is exactly opposite. The arms will come up and out as they move down and up at the center of the body as the arm comes back up. Try to remember the difference between the Arabic arms and the Turkish arms. This will apply to many different arm things that we do with those steps. Diana and I will first demonstrate the Turkish with arm swoops on this side. Then we'll do it the other side. I'll turn to the mirror and explain both. In order to do this, you have to be in Turkish. You know this step from the Level 1 DVD. And like so. You can also do half turns while doing the arm swoops with Turkish. They're cued exactly like the regular Turkish half turns. You just get into the arm swoops facing the front and then go ahead and turn to the side. We'll do that while we demonstrate on this side. So you'll lead me into the half turn. Thanks, Diana. Now we'll face away from you while I break it down. I'm not going to go over the Turkish step. I'm presuming you know that already. So get in Turkish. And the arms are much like the quarter turn that you've already learned, but you don't turn to the side when you raise them. That's the difference, and that's how the followers will know which Turkish you're asking them to do. When Diana raises her arms, I'll follow her. See how she did that on a 1? The count is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just like with Arabic with arm swoops, it comes down quickly on count 1 and takes 3 counts to come back up. And now from the other direction, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. You'll notice that the arm comes down quickly on 1. Have fun with this step. And on the IMED DVD, there's a third turn followed by a full turn combination useful for this step as well. Thank you so much for joining us. Have fun with what you've learned. I hope to meet you in a workshop or a Tribal Fest one day. Don't forget to check out my troop members' contact info for a class near you. Remember to dance well, work hard, and laugh often. Aloha nui loa.